What up, Earthlings? Zube here with a horoscope for March 30th. Um, if you're interested in a personal reading, feel free to reach out below. I do tarot and astrology. This is a general reading. It'll always reflect differently depending on people's birth charts. So take it with a grain of salt or something. I don't know. Not like it's like salty to listen to my horoscopes, especially not today. Although today is kind of weird. Okay, so we've got the sun, just the sun and Venus and Mars and Saturn and the north and south nodes. Like I almost, it almost feels like we know that things are going to work out, right? Um, or we can feel a sense of purpose and discipline and order, even if it's not what we have in our experience today. Does that make it? It makes sense to me. It's like we might be going like, okay, I think this is going to work out, right? But the moon is in Scorpio, kind of being an a-hole, right? And he's teaming up with Uranus, speaking of a-holes. And the moon in Scorpio is just feisty. So the moon is being feisty and he's like in a face off with Uranus, and Uranus is like, freedom. And the moon's like, yeah, bitch. Anyway, I think I'm in the wrong business. I should probably like have a children's show, but you can't swear in those. So anyway, it feels like to me that things, it's like we might have a sense that things are going to click into place, but we're a little ornery, right, for the day. So I'm going to pull some cards and see what they say. And the moon goes fast, so that's just like there's a tension today of like, well, okay, it's going to work out, but I don't feel like fucking with it today, right? And as long as you're not doing that all the time, it's cool. And especially this was the other thing. Mercury is in Pisces. Mercury is like no bueno in Pisces anyway, and that's been going on for, I can't remember, a couple weeks, I think. I said it before on a video. Now, not only is Mercury in Pisces, but he is conjunct Neptune. And Neptune is like, I don't know. So maybe write some poetry or something. But basically, like, Neptune and Mercury would be like a, a researcher hanging out with like a stoned poet, you know? So even if we might feel like there's some sort of like things are going to fall into place, a purpose or whatever, it's almost a day to give ourselves a little bit of grace and surrender to that knowingness, right? Because today we might not make headway. Okay. Yeah, that's what it feels like. Anyway, I'm going to bust out some cards. And in honor of Pisces, we'll do these little mermaid guys. Breathe. Break from beneath the water's surface and soar up beyond the turquoise sea. Breathe. Yeah. It's time to take a breather. That's what I just got. This guy. Chance. Allow the sea to wash its chest of wonders ashore. You never know what the tide may bring in. Yeah. Surrender, trust. Things are working out. you can't stay there. I mean, you can't sit on the couch and, you know, God will pay your rent. You know what I'm saying? I mean, maybe some people can manifest like that, but not this girl. And probably not you either. I think, I mean, unless, I guess if God is paying somebody's rent, they might have time to sit around and watch my videos, but what up? Can you ask him to pay my rent too? Anyway, I'm just kidding. Not really. I mean, like I would totally not reject that. I'm a little loopy today. And really, Mercury and Neptune they just don't make a whole lot of sense together. You know what I mean? It's not a very auspicious placement for making sense, you know, unless it's some sort of like poetic or artistic or beautiful sense. I'm gonna do one of these guys. A change in the wind. Yeah. A change in the wind. It feels okay. We've got a change in the wind, chance, breathe, just breathe. And it's almost like pieces need to fall into place before you can proceed. And the moon in Scorpio is just spazzy. It can be a dick too. Biting, whatever, fierce, you know, investigative, and, you know, I don't know, like watch a horror flick or something if you're into that kind of thing. Overall, I mean, the moon in Scorpio can be kind of tough, but there's just other good things that are lining up. So I feel like it'll be all right as long as we trust and don't push too hard to try to make things happen. Anyway, that's what I got for you. I'm going to go enjoy it. Have a great day on Earth. Peace and namaste.